you've answered this a few times, I think, from us, but getting to concentrate on one position now, you've been through a spring and a whole summer and half a camp now. I mean, are there tangible things that are coming as a result of that, and not having your focus split up?
I've got a lot better at receiver. I mean, that's what happens when you both go down to focus on one thing and try to get better. You start noticing more things, and you start establish yourself as a elite receiver and somebody who can make plays, not based on athleticism, but knowledge of the game.
What if you had a shortcoming, and obviously you've had 2 great seasons here, what would you say it was, kind of like, what did you need to do better? I mean, was it route running, reading defenses, and adjusting on the fly, or was there any kind of one thing that you felt like that I got to get better at that?
What do you mean by shortcoming?
Shortcomings, things that you weren't as good at as you felt like you could have been.
Everything. I mean, I only focused on receiving for 1 year. That's a freshman year. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's just for a summer. And not even the summer, that's just really camp. Because during the summer, you're just working with guys who know everything, but still they're not the coach. So, I mean, I've gotten better at every aspect of the game as far as it comes to receiver because, honestly, I only had 1 camp at receiver. And that was my only time to learn and try to get everything down. And that was the camp of my freshman year.
Malcolm, I know Tramel was saying last week that you gave him some advice on how to come back from his knee injury, not to rush it. What would you tell him?
What I told Tramel, I love Tramel as a player, as a friend, as a person. Actually, I was his host when he was getting recruited. And I just told him that the hardest thing to do in life is to be patient and wait on things to happen and not force it. He's coming off a bad injury. I mean, we all know he's a great player, and those type of things take time. And I told him, in this game, everything doesn't have to be done the first year here. Or, it's time. Yeah. I'm going to come get you. I'm immediate. I'm going to come get you.
Can't leave Gurley waiting.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to come. All right.
Is that a Todd-specific ringtone you got there?
No, that's it.
That's everybody?
It wasn't Jarvis Jones, was it?
No, he called one time. I talked to him the other day. I just talked to Rambo, Marlon, and TK. But bad to say about Tramel, I just told him to be patient. And let it come to him. And that's hard for any freshman because the first thing you want to do is be that great player that your whole city knows you as. And when you go back home, they're going to ask, why aren't you playing? You know what I mean? And from past experience, I mean, Jay Rome had the red shirt, not because of the injury, but he know how it felt, and I experienced that with him, and he told me how red shirt didn't bother him. Not saying Tramel will get red shirted, but I just told him don't get frustrated about what's happening now, because there is a plan for him, and he's here for a reason.
That first year you're working at receiver. I mean, my understanding is it's complicated. There's side adjustments and what you do in routes, and you're looking at the quarterback.
First four games freshman year, everybody will tell me to play.
That's what I was
not because I didn't know, it's just a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just different.
Did they have to simplify things for you at all? That like now you're much more sophisticated with what?
No, they didn't simplify it. Either they got left behind. You know what I mean? And luckily enough, all the older players were helping.
Yeah. Okay.
Any personal goals you want to improve on for your third season here, after 2 years of experience?
Make more plays. Make more plays. Help out the team. The more plays I make, with or without the ball in my hand, the more we'll have a chance of winning.
You mentioned a minute ago this is obviously only the second camp as receiver. How in sync are you with Aaron at this point?
Oh man, me and Aaron never been out of sync. Even when I went to play defense for a little while. Take about a day or two, we back into the flow.
Do you return kickoffs today?
Yeah, kickoffs and punts.
You like continuing to do that? Is that something you definitely want to do?
It's fun, yeah. It's definitely something I want to do. So if the coaches want me to do it, I'll be there.
We talked with Coach Rick about a week ago, and he was stressing the importance of how valuable a fair catch can be. But how tempting is it for you
being the athlete you are, just to take off and run sometimes when you know it may not be the best option?
It's very tempting, and as I got older, this camp and I grew up over the summer, to be a great player, you also have to be smart and know when it's your time to make the big play. So that's the main thing. Be smart. And like I said, don't rush it. Let it happen.
How did that come about? Did coaches?
No, I mean, you grow up.
Yeah.
And you start realizing things that you didn't realize before. Your mind becomes more open. And, I mean, Devin Hester didn't run back every kick, did he? You know what I mean? So that's not something I have to worry about.
What's your vision of Reggie Davis? We've been hearing a lot
He's gonna
about
be fast,
this.
man. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be.
Is it just fast? Is
in
it
the
just
next 2
speed?
he got good hands too. In the next 2 years, he's gonna probably be one of the best players ever.
You think so?
Yeah, hands down. Because he wants to learn. He wants to be better. And that's where it starts.
Is it going to be tough, you think, coaches, knowing that you got some young talent in terms of the 7th and 8th receiver maybe, but how many do you need in a game? And, you know,
Somebody asked me this before, not one of y'all, but I mean, it's just hard. I'm pretty sure it's hard for Coach Ball, Coach Bobo, being the offensive coordinator, of who to play, who not to play, because you got literally before the freshmen, you got 8 other guys who all had game experience, who made plays in games. I think we might have 6 or 7 guys in the receiver room who have scored in SEC games. You know what I mean? So if the coaches think everybody's ready to play, I'm pretty sure he'll pick the right people.
Who else returned kicks today with you?
Todd, Keith, Langley, Swan, and Rhett return.
You mentioned Langley. We've heard good stuff about him. How's he looking athletically out there?
He's a good player, very athletic. He's going to make plays there.
Thanks, man.